Water Street Wire on Channel 101. I'm your host, Ty Lahr, and this is my co-host, Clara Folden.
We are a new newscast created here at Pinckneyville Community High School. We'll be broadcasting every other week on YouTube, highlighting events and students around PCHS and the world.
In our first story, we will look at the back-to-school bash that kicked off the school year.
Avery. Next, let's go to Ty Lahr to look at how the Panther Paws raised money for Baby Sarah's playground.
The first 2 weeks of school, the Panther Paws collected donations for Baby Sarah's playground yard sale. After the donations came in, they spent 2 weeks unpacking and organizing all of the items, setting them up on tables, hanging them up, and getting ready for the actual sale. The yard sale lasted 2 days at Winkle Baptist Church, and their goal was to make $3,500. Everything was sold by donation only, and they ended up exceeding their goal by making $3,575. With this money, they will be able to purchase a communication board, sign language board, and a buddy bench for Baby Sarah's playground. They are so excited to be able to donate these items to a park that will be fully inclusive for the people of Pinckneyville to enjoy.
In addition to all the student work going on inside the building, there's also been improvements going on outside of PCHS on a daily basis.
Started 2 years ago, and it fills a couple needs. One, we were in the need for storage room space, and we were in the need for bathrooms not inside the school. So when I got here, we were having track meets, junior high track meets, which are great. We want everybody here that we can get here. But you know, I'd be walking out in the lobby or even down the hallway, we'd have junior high kids like, "Hey, where's the bathroom?" And like, you really don't want to keep your junior high kids separated from your high school kids, especially kids from not Pinckneyville, because we have great kids here. I don't think anything can happen, but you just don't want that mix. And also, like at football nights, you have people from other towns and even our town coming into the aux gym to use the bathroom, and then they kind of find their way into the auxiliary gym, and they can find their way down the hallway. So we really need to find a way to get those bathrooms outside, so that once we have an activity out at the football field or track area, that they don't have to come inside anymore. So that concession stand is going to fill that gap. There'll be a male and female restroom out there. Also, our concession stand, right, with the way it was in a garage that was shared with storage of the football team, soccer team, and track. So you had a lot of things going on, and when you have, say, an activity that's not PCHS related, and you have people from other areas going in there, now they can be in contact with your football equipment, track equipment, and soccer equipment. So I'm not saying things would go missing. It was just not a good situation to have that concession stand in that storage space. And then thirdly, storage space has been limited. We have constant tug of war battles between football and soccer now that's out here since we moved it to the football field, and track, where you got crap laying everywhere, and the football stuff's and you got to move the football stuff to the front, then you got to move that to the back, move the track to the front, and we got mats out all year long. So what we did is we come up with the idea of developing a bathroom concession storage area to fit all three of those needs. As you can see, it'll be done. The concession stand part will be done by Friday. The bathrooms are going to take a little longer because the bathrooms will be in, but connecting that bathroom to the city sewer is going to be a little bit more of a time issue. I think that'll be done by the end of the football season. But we should be selling concessions out of there this week. So it's just one of those things that we had a lot of need, and we have, the good thing about this county is we passed the 1% sales tax money. So anything that you buy in Perry County, a fraction of that goes to the schools in Perry County, which is phenomenal. So we're using that money where we don't have to use anybody's tax money. We don't have to raise taxes or anything like that, which, that's, nobody wants to raise. Heck, I don't even want my taxes raised. I got to pay that too. But phase 2 is what's going to happen is the use of the field house. So phase 2 has been passed by the Pinckneyville board, which has been great, great progressive thinking. It's going to be a 170 foot by 60 foot, raise taxes or anything like that, which, that's, nobody wants to raise. Heck, I don't even want my taxes raised. I got to pay that too. But phase 2 is what's going to happen is the use of the field house. So phase 2 has been passed by the Pinckneyville board, which has been great, great progressive thinking. It's going to be a 170 foot by 60 foot multi-purpose building. So what that's going to have is there'll be 125 foot by 60 just open space, and that's turf. You're going to have your cages on the ceiling. You're going to have your indoor track equipment. cheer can go out there, dance can go out there, so kids can practice after school instead of waiting till 5 or 6, at night, where it gets hard for kids from Tamaroa and rural areas to get there. So it's going to really fill that need of practice space. Also, and we've talked about this before, if you build a facility like that, people in the surrounding communities kind of raise their eyebrow and they think, hey, why, if I go there, they got a good school, they got good people, now they got this nice facility where my kid can practice year round. Hopefully it'll be an attractor of good people, good families to the area. Right now we're fighting a lot of battles with economics. There's not a lot of jobs in Pinckneyville. You have the hospital, you have the coal mines, you're going to have schools and the prison. So we got to find a way to make ourselves more attractive to surrounding communities where people, look at us as kind of a suburb where we can live in Pinckneyville. We got this good school, we got a good hospital, we got this, we got good facilities, keeping up our facilities, and then we can work in places like Carbondale or Marion or even St. Louis area. So we're trying to pull people to our community in that direction. So we've been very fortunate to have a very progressive board that wants to make changes, that wants to make this place better. Hopefully we are. We're going to continue to do those kind of things. So you have concession stand, storage, bathroom, stage 1, and then stage 2 will be the multi-purpose facility. Hopefully we can have that all completed by late spring is our goal. So we're trying to make our place a better place for our kids. That's the thing those things are going to be there for 100 years. So there's a lot of headaches when you're building a building and you're trying to get everybody on board with where and how and what you want. But the underlying factor in our philosophy here at PCHS is always do what's right for the student and then let the rest fall, how it may. So I think this is going to be good for our kids. Both facilities, good for our community. People don't want to use the track. They have a bathroom now out there they can use. They don't have to use porta potties. Holy cow! What century are we living in? So that's kind of what we're doing. We're just trying to make this place a place that attracts good people, and then we have good things for our kids for years to come.
Well, thank you so much for letting us interview you. Thank you for all these improvements to our school and our community.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys thinking I'm cool enough to come talk to. And anytime you need anything from me, I'll be here. Even when you graduate, we'll still be around. So you always got a place to come back to.
Thanks, Hannah. Next, let's turn to Kendall Sir to see what the art class has created.
Good job.
Okay, so what prompted the idea of the painting?
Let's see. So my goal has been to get some artwork on the walls, and I am an avid believer that having students participate and work together kind of helps students feel like they're part of the building as well. And it's just nice to change the aesthetics in the building.
And how long did the painting take?
The painting took us about a year.
And who helped with it?
I had art club students and then different students from different classes. And then I had a senior last year that really helped us draw everything out and get it going in the direction that we needed it to before everybody started painting.
Okay.
We had some students honored for going above and beyond in the classroom and around the school.
What made the students stand out to you in August?
The student that I chose didn't get chosen for the overall, but the one I did pick was a person that has struggled coming to school for the first 2 years that I've been here with them, and then this year they have perfect attendance. So I think that if we create a place where people want to be and kids don't dread, school sucks, right? Nobody likes school. I was there, but if we can make school as pleasant as possible where kids don't absolutely dread it, it's a safe place, so I know that you're safe from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're fed. It's warm. It's cool. I want kids here as much as possible because I know they're safe here. So this student here was kind of drifting off down a path that I was assuming is not a good path, but then this year he's made a total change. I don't know if that person's still making good decisions outside the building, but at least he's here in the building, and while he's here, has been very good and he's showing up. So that was what I went with. Again, this kid's always got a smile on his face, and he's probably been dealt not a very good hand like some of us have. We take a lot of things for granted, and kids that are fighting different battles that we don't don't think about. And he still comes to school every day, probably getting himself up, probably feeding himself breakfast. I know you guys might maybe do that. Maybe your parents get you up. Maybe your parents cook you breakfast. So those kind of kids that have to do those things without the help and support at home, I really think is powerful, and those are the kind of people that I gravitate. That's why I picked who I picked. But my guy didn't win. But that's okay. We had a good one anyway.
What do you hope other students learn or take away from seeing who was chosen from Student of the Month?
Well, I hope that it gives them an incentive to do right. I know when you're in high school, it's like I would come from the elementary school, and being Student of the Month means a lot to them. But even for high school kids, I think it's nice to get your name called out. I think it's nice to get your picture on Facebook. You guys don't appreciate those things now as much, but as you get older and you become more of a certain cog in the wheel or a brick in the wall doing your job every day, and nobody really, hey, good job, or hey, let me call your name over a loudspeaker, let me put you on Facebook. Those things, like back when I was in high school, I got to sign a lot of autographs. You know what I mean? And back then it was like, oh gosh, come here, kid. And but now it's like, man, I haven't signed an autograph in a long time except for writing checks. My wife's spending. But those things, I think some kids, and maybe it's just something dumb that we do. I think promoting our good kids and promoting the good things that we do here help make kids make the community want to support us. And that's why people make fun of me because I blow up Facebook. But every time somebody does something halfway decent, let's blow it up. Let's promote that good behavior, because you'll find out in life, and you probably already found out in high school, when you do something wrong, everybody's quick to jump on that, right? Yeah. But when you do something right, everybody's like, well, that's what we expect you to do. Nah, I mean, you need to promote those good things. So hopefully, by showing off the Student of the Month, giving him a couple gifts, getting his name, getting his face, getting her face out there, then other kids are kind of like, hey, man, that's pretty cool, because I think about it. You guys are mostly athletes, or you're a manager of the team. You probably get your picture in the paper once in a while, your name in the paper once in a while. But some kids go through their whole life and never get their name in the paper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully people respond to that. Some will, some won't. But we're going to keep promoting positivity here.
Thank you, Coach X, for taking time out of your day to speak with us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys thinking that I'm worthy of your interview process. It was fun, and I look forward to doing it again.
Yay!
Ella. Now for some words from our sponsors.
All 5th through 8th grade girls and boys planning to try out for basketball, sign up for Junior Panthers Basketball Skills Clinic to get ready for your tryouts. The dates are Wednesday, September 24th and October 1st, and it is $10 per session. All boys and girls, grades kindergarten through 6th, sign up for the Junior Panther Fall Program. It is 8 weeks of working on shooting, dribbling, and most importantly, defense. It is $35 for all 8 weeks and includes a Panther reversible jersey. If you have any questions, please contact Carrie Graswich or Coach Lahr.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what is going on with our clubs at PCHS.
Science Club will have a meeting Thursday, September 18th at 7:30 a.m. at the junior high.
This week was the 24th anniversary of 9/11. Here is Mallory Higgerson with a look at the story.
On 9/11/2001, our country was attacked by terrorists from the Middle East who killed 2,977 people from our nation. At 8:46 a.m., the first hijacked plane hit the center of the North World Trade Center building. Then at 9:03, the second plane hit the South Tower. At 9:05, President Bush was notified about this incident. At 9:37, the Pentagon was attacked. At 10:02, the fourth hijacked plane crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, with an expected target for the White House. We honor those who sacrificed their lives for our country on this date in history.
Things have certainly warmed back up outside. Here is Mia Tope with a look at our weather.
The volleyball team has been off to a red-hot start. Here's Ella King with the story. The Pinckneyville Lady Panthers volleyball team is off to a strong start this season with an impressive 13-3 record. The Panthers picked up 3 big wins over NCOE, Massac County, and Carmi, proving they're a team to watch. Conference play tipped off this week, and the Lady Panthers are ready to carry their energy into the toughest part of the season.
Let's turn to the gridiron, where Kiana Folden will tell us about the Panthers. Let's see how our golfers have fared at the start of the year.
Sophomore golfer Carson Meager has been making a strong impact on the team this season. With many top 5 finishes against prominent competition, he's become not only a premier player on the team, but the entire Southern Illinois region. When asked about how he felt about his season so far, he responded that it was a rough start, but he's getting settled down and figuring things out. He stated the highlight of his season was when he tied for first at Crab Orchard. In response to a question where he thinks he can improve the most, he said that he struggles to play a good 18 holes consistently and often has trouble keeping a stable score for each hole. He believes his motivation to do so well this season has been to make it out of the conference and make it past the regional. As a team, he aims for the team's top 6 to score in the 80s when it comes time for conference. He believes that put the team in a great position. Thank you, Carson, for the interview, and good luck with the rest of your season.
Thanks, Brody. Alexa will now tell us how the girls have done.
Hi, who am I here with today? Cassandra Braun. What grade are you in? I'm a senior.
How have you enjoyed your high school golf career so far?
I really enjoy it. I started my freshman year. Never picked a golf club before. It went pretty well. And now I shoot low 40s.
What are your goals for the senior season?
My goals are to shoot a 90 for an 18-hole match and to make it to state.
How did the home opener go against DuQuoin at the beginning of the year?
It went really well. Our team won, and then I think we swept all the first 10 slots. So.
Congrats to our golfers. Our soccer team has been busy as well.
In the first few weeks of the season, the PCHS boys soccer team has been off to a shaky start. The team's record is currently 2-7 with wins over Greenville and Carlisle. On the offensive side of this team, they are led in goals by Joshua Johnson with 4 goals, Andrew leads with 25 shots on goal, and Aiden Buza leads the team with 4 assists. On the defensive side, Aiden Buza leads the team with 8 steals, and Jonathan Kenner has 83 saves as a goalie this year so far. The boys look to get a bounce-back win against Carterville on September 16th.
We got a kick out of that story, Colton. Now Clara will give us a rundown of how the cross-country teams have done.
Pinckneyville girls cross-country team took second at Marissa Invitational. Cadence Bruno placing 12th, Jessie Baggett placing 13th, Clara Folden placing 18th. Our next race is at DuQuoin, following Edwardsville. Hope to see you there. The boys cross-country team recently competed at Marissa. The boys won the Penta meet, Muscuda, and Marissa meet. Landon Bowman was the overall champion 3 of the 4 meets. Landon ended up winning by less than a second. Landon Bowman, Jesse Winter, RJ Degler, Pacer Zapinski, and Kale Schneider all got top 20 at Marissa. They're off to a great start.
I'm here with
Ryan Lott.
Can you kind of just give us a spiel about the flag football?
So we started the flag football last year, the junior tackle football pretty much with DuQuoin starting their own league. So at that point we felt there was a need for youth before high school to have an opportunity to play flag football. And it was pretty minimal equipment and minimal investment. We play games on Saturdays. Prior to that, we bring commitment. It's pretty minimal. We got quite a few kids that also play soccer, baseball, some even run cross country. So it's an opportunity for us to kind of get them to play the game of football while they're still in a school sport, really, and kind of introduce them to it and get them to fall in love with the game. And then also, right now we have, I think, 36 kindergartners through second graders. So that makes up a large majority. That's over a third of overall kids we have. I think we topped out at 96 this season, which is about 10 more than we had last year. So really it's just an opportunity to get them to play in football, and hopefully that carries over into high school.
Now a word from our sponsors.
All 5th through 8th grade girls and boys planning to try out for basketball, sign up for Junior Panthers Basketball Skills Clinic to get ready for your tryouts. The dates are Wednesday, September 24th and October 1st, and it is $10 per session. All boys and girls, grades kindergarten through 6th, sign up for the Junior Panther Fall Program. It is 8 weeks of working on shooting, dribbling, and most importantly, defense. It is $35 for all 8 weeks and includes a Panther reversible jersey. If you have any questions, please contact Carrie Graswich or Coach Lahr.
Welcome back. We now turn to Gavin Helton to tell us about esports team.
The start of the PCHS esports season is underway. Some of the teams have already started practices over the last couple days. Esports new member Frank Weisenborn reports,
Esports is doing really well right now. I think the practices, they're good. Everybody works as a team, so far. Everyone's really good at the game, I've noticed. Some people struggle more than others, I feel, but that can be remedied with time. Esports, I think, is in a really good place this year.
Thanks, Frank. Teams such as the Marvel Rivals team and the Fortnite team have already started practicing for the state tournament in April. The first meeting of the 25-26 season is on October 13th at the Pinckneyville Community High School. Do not worry, esports signups are still in the office for pickup. This is Gavin Helton reporting.